Day 4. It's chest day.
God damn it.
And it's looking a little crowded. Here on a Monday. Monday is International Chest Day, for those unaware. And I personally don't like to do chest on Mondays. If you're the type of person that Monday's chest day, Tuesday's back day, that's how it is. If you miss a day, that's you reorient your schedule based on the days of the week. To each their own. I kind of just follow my split. If chest ends up landing on a Monday like it does today, I do it. If it's on another day, then I feel a little happier about doing it. But I'm still very excited to hit chest regardless. My shoulder has been hurting pretty bad the past few times I've been hitting chest. So I'm going to try and do things that don't piss it off. I mean, genius move, right? If you're somebody who's dealing with an injury or if you piss something off, try to work around it. If you don't work around it, you're going to just continue to, make things worse for yourself. If you're not building off of a solid foundation, meaning that you don't have any injuries or, I don't know what other words for injuries that aren't really injuries are, whatever, but you got what I'm saying. Take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. So yeah, chest, we'll just get right into it. I don't want to spend too much time wasting your time with these videos. I don't really think anybody's going to want to watch an hour of this bullshit. Maybe I'll get better with time, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see about this chest bump. How about that? Let's get into it. Ooh. Seems like this camera and this microphone do a pretty good job of filtering out the music and stuff. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's just Sky. Yeah, appreciate it.
Wait. Oh, yeah, jeez. Little tidbit from future Eric here. I end up going up to the 80-pound dumbbells for the incline chest press, which is not a crazy amount of weight. It's not that heavy, honestly, but it's the heaviest that I've personally gone in a while. I've always been afraid of the 80-pound dumbbells because I hurt myself with them back in high school, but I felt confident enough here to pick them up and try them out, so I would say that my fear has been overcome, and I'll likely be doing more incline pressing here in the future with the dumbbells. Oh, man. Jeez. Oh. Oh. Right. right, that's enough of that. All right. Kind of starting to get overrun. Also, this time in the gym, when you see a machine open, you kind of just got to seize the opportunity to take it. Ooh. I should just fill in on commentary because I didn't want to talk at all before, but I have to face the music sooner or later, you know. Did a couple sets on incline dumbbell press, which felt pretty good because you can find your own natural path of movement. You know, on a machine like this, obviously, you're pretty restricted with your path of movement, but if it happens to feel good for you, then there's no reason not to do it. The only reason I brought up the path of movement was because of the shoulder hurting. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, talk about facing the music, huh? I felt pretty good. I just didn't have the juice. Just to fill in for before, obviously you saw 3 sets, or you're going to see 3 sets of incline dumbbell, 3 sets of hammer strength incline. Both felt pretty good, you know, but 6x in, starting to crap out already. Do a couple sets, maybe 3 sets on here. Hey, future Eric here again. Just a little bit of context. This is a Panada Super Decline chest press machine. Looks a little strange, and I was a little intimidated to use these at first, honestly. But something like this gives you a pretty crazy squeeze at the bottom of your chest. And if you're somebody who's lacking development in that bottom part of your chest, you should definitely try and do a movement that mimics something like this. If you've never done a press at this angle, you'd probably be surprised at the type of squeeze that you get. So usually I don't really like these types of machines where there's like all different types of crazy movement and stuff, but some of these ones actually feel pretty crazy. The whole floor of this gym has all these types of machines. Never really seen them before, but like I said, some of them are pretty cool. Ooh. Finishing up with the pec deck and then probably some cable flies. So for these, a lot of people kind of keep their arms on different paths, I guess, like relative to their chest, right? Like whether they want to work upper, middle, low. But the only way that doesn't really hurt my shoulders is when my elbows are down low like this. Ooh. I've been trying to go a little more mid recently. Ooh. I definitely got to get in the habit of chit chatting a lot more. Just feels super weird just talking to myself out in the open in public. You know, a lot of people like working out with a partner. They're not using headphones, so if I like speak up and say something, they like, I think I'm talking to them or something. No, I'm just having a conversation with the voices in my head. So for an exercise like flies, kind of the opposite of the presses, where you don't really want to focus on going heavy. Obviously, you want to challenge yourself, but you should be focusing on the squeeze. That being said, let's Continue to squeeze some out. Whew. It's too light. Gotta be careful with these weight stacks because just moving the pin up by one might make the difference between too light and too heavy. That's why they got those things at the top. Exactly what I was talking about. Oh, at least this will feel heavy. All right, finishing up chest here with some cable flies. Surprised enough to get both the cables here at prime time. It's pretty rare. Like I said, take advantage, you know.
He texted me yesterday. He was like, "We got to figure out a wheel for you."
So flies, there's a couple different ways that people usually do them, right? Like there's the typical more like pressing motion, and some people, really only hinge at their shoulders. They both serve benefit. I personally, I like to do the actual fly movement as opposed to the pressing. I feel like I already did enough of that. I have one more of those. sitting around waiting to be able to get a spot to pose down. It's just the tribulations of coming at this time. No reason not to get a couple more sets in, I guess. Oh. Oh. All right, chest day done. Had to wait a little while to get in here. I think a little too long, honestly, for whatever the person in here before was doing. Not to be all Rich Piana, like my workout's more important than your workout. But I mean, we're all supposed to share the gym. Don't spend 20 minutes doing fucking selfies trying to get the perfect angle. It's a little hypocritical me making this content, get mad at people, whether it's like socializing at the gym or whether they're taking too long, trying to make something more picturesque. I'm not trying to find the perfect angle to show you guys. I'm not trying to find the most optimal lighting. Trying to face reality here. I'm trying to face the music, which right now kind of sounds pretty sweet. Ooh, if we're talking about how I look right now. Chest was solid today, super solid. I had plenty of calories and carbs in me, which is what the bulk's all about, right? Caloric surplus. That's something I'm definitely going to try my hardest to maintain. One, because you won't bulk if that's not happening, but two, I feel amazing working out. So much more strength. So when I was doing those flies, like I said, some people do them pressing, some people do them like that, right? You can even see just, the motion that my chest is making. I guess one thing to try if you haven't before, try tucking your elbows and touching them inwards like this. Even when you do it without weight, you can't really get there, but that forces your inner chest. Ooh. Little symmetry issues to work with, but pretty happy. See if I can get some alien gains going. Yeah, a little bit. Not really, though. Ooh. Seeing those muscle fibers stretch across the top of your chest is one of the easiest accomplishments that you can make as a lifter. So even as my body fat percentage gets to go up, as I get a little chubbier, trying to put on the calories, that's one thing that's going to probably stick around, is that striation, whatever, across the upper. Really hope somebody isn't waiting for me, because then that just makes me look like a giant hypocrite, right? Like I've said a few times before, right? Face the music. If you're in here trying to make sure everything looks perfect, You're kidding yourself just as much as you're kidding everybody out. You're putting that content out for. Okay. Life isn't sunshine and rainbows. We're not always going to look great. But if you put in the work and you want to show it off, I mean, more power to you. It's just nothing that gets me than somebody who has so far to go and they want to act like they're king of the hill. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I know what I mean, but chest was absolutely gnarly, all things considered. I got a feeling it's only going to get better from here. Filling out these H&M oversized mediums. Yeah, that's right. I'm being honest. This isn't no like fucking XL or double XL. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, chest day done. Ooh. I don't know if you could tell, but I forgot I had to do cardio after posing, which is fine. 30 minutes on the Stairmaster. Do your cardio. It's good for you. You feel better after you do it. I don't know what else to say about that. Can't make you love it until you do it yourself. And you're probably never going to love it, but you might learn to. When I walked out of the gym, there's a lady set up at the near the front desk, kind of like a Girl Scout cookie booth that they try to trap you when you walk out. She seemed nice, but I hate that business practice in general. You know, you're so confident about your product. Why are you trying to trap people into talking about it or whatever? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking negatively about it, but that just kind of pisses me off. So my knee was kind of hurting these past few weeks, honestly. I don't know what's been going on with it, but I'm probably going to go get that checked out. I've been going easy on, when I do leg stuff or, doing the Stairmaster instead of sprinting on the treadmill. But it still hurts sometimes. So if that's you and you got something that's nagging you and it's just not going away, even though you're trying to work around it, don't ignore it. There's so many of us, especially that I see older people that have these injuries that they just ignore that they could have, dealt with, and now it's so much worse. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. I'm gonna try not to be and fucking call the doctor, I guess. I don't know, figure that shit out. Trying to make these videos a little shorter. My brother had told me that nobody's gonna watch a 50-minute long video. And I'd be surprised if people watch a 5-minute long video what I'm doing and me talking. So there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and shorten it down. Maybe try and keep things more concise. A lot of work for the future Eric, but that's me. So I'm putting it to myself. I guess. You're welcome. And sorry. Speaking of future Eric, I'm probably gonna have to, or I already did. I'm probably gonna have to go back into the video and do a little bit of voiceovering. I'm pretty nervous just randomly chatting about whatever in the gym, as somebody like stares at me as they get out of their car, thinking I'm probably like making like a TikTok or something. Might as well be. Yeah, I don't feel really comfortable, talking to myself randomly, people looking at me or whatever. But this kind of ties into what I was talking about just getting over the hump and getting to, whatever the start of my video, one day or day one. You know what I mean? Like you got to just get to it. And this ties into it. I don't really give a shit what any of the people in the gym think about me. At the end of the day, I'm not looking to have any of these people become my friends. Not that I want any of these people as my enemy. Uh, you know, not to automatically burn all the bridges for all the potential content collaboration with all the other fucking gym influencers in there. But I'm not, I don't really give two shits about what anybody in the gym thinks about me so long as I'm following what I feel is proper etiquette and being nice and having manners. That's all you can do. I'm not trying to get in other people's ways. I'm not trying to, douche anybody out or whatever. What am I even saying? I guess what I'm saying is I'm not in there trying to make friends with these people. I'm not in there trying to make content for the people that are in the gym around me. I'm making content for you watching. I'm making this for myself, honestly, to hold myself accountable and see where I can end up. So the embarrassment is kind of just something that'll rub off. I feel like that's part of just me coming out of my shell. You know, I think a lot of people don't have that. It seems like a lot of people. I'm considered Gen Z by some people, but a lot of Gen Z, a lot of kids that are, you know, maybe a couple years younger than me, even my age, it seems like they are completely comfortable in front of a camera. They have no problem putting the tripod up, fucking going at it. You know, I don't get it. Life's probably better that way, but ignorance is bliss. Also, I don't even. That probably doesn't even tie into the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. But I guess food for thought, right? If I think somebody's being cringe in the gym and they don't feel like they're being cringe at all, then who's really cringe? I got to go to the grocery store, grab some foods. Maybe I'll end up talking about what I'm going to be eating on my bulk and stuff. Save that for another time. Mentioned before, chest felt really good. I'm glad about that. Back tomorrow. Hoping back feels as good as chest did. Maybe I'll start opening up a little more, chit chatting during the exercises in between the sets. But we'll see. I mean, I bought this mic for a reason. So, one last thing to consider before I leave you here. When I'm in the gym, when you're in the gym, when anybody's exercising, doesn't even have to be in the gym necessarily, there's a little bit of a tug of war between what you should be doing to get the right exercise and what your ego wants to do. You're not in there to exercise your ego. You're in there to exercise your body. You got to make sure that you're keeping your ego in check, not just in the gym, but in all facets of life. At the same time that you are trying to pick up the weights, you got to put down your pride. And that might sound a little corny or whatever, but you you probably notice yourself, and if you aren't noticing, you might start to notice now. When you're picking up those weights you probably shouldn't be picking up, cheating on those reps the way that you probably shouldn't be doing, you'll realize that's your ego. And your ego is not you. That's just the part of you that wants control. This is all stuff that you're going to have to look into for yourself and figure out. You know, I'm not as enlightened of a lifter as I may be. I've yet to reach nirvana. I could say that I'm probably on the opposite of nirvana, to be honest with you. I don't know if I could even begin to fucking talk about enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, I don't know shit. So don't take it from me, okay? But for sure, keep your ego in check. I mean, if you're not, what are you doing? You're just throwing around weights like a douchebag in the gym. I mean, are you trying to get big or are you trying to get big on TikTok? What are you doing here? Whatever. Ran over. Probably stupid video altogether, but they're probably slowly getting better, to be honest with you. I can't imagine that they're getting worse. Only up from here, right? Uh, God, that was fucking awful. I might even cut that out, but I might not, just to fucking, face the music. Sometimes it ain't so sweet. This is reality. This is me. I'm just fucking figuring shit out, man. I'm not an influencer. I'm just documenting my lifts here and trying to give you a little bit of insight to how I think and the things that I would usually say to people if they were having a conversation with me, I guess. We'll catch you tomorrow for an intense, powerful, amazing back day. Stay big.